Hey there, everybody. It's David McKeever and Richard Hunley, brokers with Advance One McKeever Real Estate, and we are back again for our weekly Ask the Broker show. Today we have a great topic, but before we get started, please hit that subscribe button down below so you can be in touch with all of our shows as we release one every single Friday. So, Richard, today the show's about questions a consumer should ask their agent before hiring them. So you go to help sell their home, or you're meeting them to maybe help them buy a home. What are some questions that an agent should be prepared for when the consumer's considering hiring them?
Okay. Well, one thing is, I see this all the time. People say, I'm going to sell my home, and they just call into an office. And then they get that person that's sitting there. And they might get that one that's sitting there that is, maybe last place in the office, and that's why they're sitting right there, just hoping for business. Mm-hmm. So now, what does that mean for you as the client? Well, you've gotten possibly the worst agent in the office, very possibly. And unless you ask questions to kind of qualify that, that's who you're going to have when it comes to negotiating. So, you have to be careful. You're selling what could be, or buying what could be the largest purchase either way in your entire life. Why would you just trust somebody that you just called into an office and got out of the blue?
Yeah, it's true. I've been told, over 1,000 agents, real estate agents in the Stockton area.
Yeah. And
like most professions, not everybody's created equal. There's some really, really good ones, and there's some ones that probably should maybe go back to a day job, to be blunt. But what are some questions that agents can be prepared to ask or answer?
Remember, agents, this is answers that you should be able to give to your client to make you qualify to possibly be their client. Or their agent as a client. So what question do you have?
Well, we wrote down a couple here. So the first one is relatively simple. How long have you been in the real estate business? Tell me a little bit about your experience in your career.
Okay, well, that's a good one, obviously. And for me, that's one that fits pretty well because I have a lot of experience. I've been in the business, 30 years, have over 500 sales under my belt. I've seen this market, not because of COVID, but I've seen the ups and down market at least 5 times now. So I kind of know what to expect. Obviously, we never know totally, but that's a good one. Now, I think one more that we teach our agents right here at Advance One McKeever Real Estate is that, let's say they're a rookie.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to answer that with their energy and their get up and go, and that they're going to be there for them. And that when they hire that agent, they also hire these 2 guys right here that have all this experience. So they're going to get 3 for the price of 1.
Yeah, a newer agent should really lean on the broker's experience.
Yes.
And they're going to be teaming with you to help you along, get the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, question number 2. What if say it's a seller and they ask you, what's going on what's the market like in my neighborhood? So you should, as an agent, be able to articulate what's going on, what are the recent sales, what's for sale, what's pending. So really be prepared and be an expert in that particular neighborhood. Now that kind of goes without saying, but you should be surprised on how many agents will show up with really not much information or really not knowing.
Right. Oh, the market's great, or oh, good time for you to sell. Why is it a good time to sell? Well, when you have these numbers, that's why we do the trends every month. We do a video on trends of what's going on right here in Stockton. So you can say, well, the prices are going up because of low inventory, or and because of maybe interest rates, things like that, or in opposite market, well, the prices are going down because now we have too much inventory and the interest rates went up and we have less buyers. But if you don't know those things, you don't look very knowledgeable to your client.
Yeah, that's right.
So hopefully that helps answer that one.
All right, question number 3. What will you do to make my house stand out amongst the other homes that are on the market? So this gets to your marketing plan. How are you going to help market their house?
David, you're real good at that one. I think you should answer that one.
Well, for me, it starts with preparing the home for sale. How you live in a home and how you present the home for sale are 2 different things.
Yes.
If you were to walk into my house now, it's pretty messy, unorganized. But if I was to put the house on the market, obviously I'm going to do a lot of things to prepare it for sale. So it starts with preparing the house for sale. Then again, gets into showcasing the home to where buyers look, and that's online. So how do we showcase it best online? With excellent photos, drone photography, video, social media, advertising. So we do more than just put a sign in the ground and show up with my iPhone 6 and take photos.
Would that be a little more impressive than somebody says, I'm going to work hard for you?
So as an agent, you should have a clear-cut answer of what marketing you're going to do, what things you're going to do to help them make them stand out. And to me, it's about what online marketing are you going to do.
Yeah. I just saw one of your listings that you had a before picture and an after picture, and you had it staged also, which is another answer you want to give, staging. What a difference. I guarantee you that made $30,000 difference in the price of that house.
Yeah.
$30,000. I mean, that's a lot of money. Would you like to leave $30,000 on the table or hire David and get that $30,000?
Hire David.
There we go. There we go.
All right, question number 4, and this could be a difficult one to answer, but be prepared to, since we do have 1,000 agents in the area. And the question is, how are you different from other agents? And, that gets back to maybe you have a unique selling proposition. What do you do different? How are you different? What marketing do you do different versus other agents? So what's one tip you would have to answer that question?
It almost is one of the answers from before, but I'm going to go back to the experience. Like, okay, I saw this market before, or I was there when they had the bank repos, or I was there when they had this, or I was there when they had that. So I've actually seen this before. I saw what the better results might be. Negotiating, huge. I mean, that to me makes a difference of sometimes the deal falling apart or the deal making it. So negotiating is huge. I pride myself on negotiating. You should pride yourself on that too. Get to where you can negotiate. Remember, you get a deal this far apart, you put it together, you won. It's a win-win situation. If you didn't win and it fell apart, you're starting all over again. So I don't know, I'd say negotiating skills would be one that you should point out to your possible client.
Yeah, negotiating skills is a good one. How you have experience in negotiating, and not only keeping the deal together, but then actually closing it at the end. Because a lot of times you can get a house pending, but getting it to the finish line and closing it is just as important than all the negotiation that goes along the way. How are you different from other agents? I think it's important to track your numbers also, so you can tell clients, hey, my sale to list ratio is 98% or 100%, or my listings, I've proven that I've sold homes above asking price, whereas the market is at this percentage. So if you can showcase your ability to sell your listings for more or in a faster amount of time versus what the market shows, that's a way that you're going to differentiate yourself from everybody else in the market.
And some people out there are super good at holding open houses. I mean, really hold them, you know. I've got to mention Diego out there, you know, your 100 signs, things like that. So you might say, well, I'm the open house king, and I will get your house sold through that. Or I'm the marketing king of some other kind of marketing that you do special, knocking doors around the neighborhood, or whatever you do, that extra thing that's going to get their house sold faster and for more money. Use that as your strength in your presentation.
Yeah. Okay, guys, those are 4 questions you should be prepared for when speaking with a potential client as a realtor. Again, thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe to be informed of our Ask the Broker show, which comes out every single Friday. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Have a great day.